Hi friends, this is Atar Nawaz Khan. Welcome to my YouTube channel Unique Learning Academy. See now see this is what the PV diagram. What is there? First, what is the first process we know? What is the first process? The first process is isothermal expansion. Isothermal expansion. Now, what we have learned in isothermal process, isothermal expansion, what is going to be done? Heat is supplied. Heat is supplied. Heat is supplied. When heat is supplied, then what is going to happen? Work done by the air during isothermal process. Work done by the air. By the air during isothermal expansion. And that we will be knowing that what P1 V1 log E V2 by V1, that is nothing but MRT1 log ER, where R is nothing but log ER, where R is nothing but V2 by V1. So this V2 by V1 itself we called as a expansion ratio. So this is what is itself we have studied in the isothermal expansion. Now next one is reversible adiabatic expansion or isentropic expansion. In the isentropic expansion, what we have came to know in this is no heat is absorbed or rejected by the air. No heat is absorbed or rejected by the air. These things what happened. So and what happened because of this itself, decrease in internal energy will be there. Decrease in internal energy is going to happen, which means work done by the air, which is equals to work done by the air. And the next process is isothermal compression. Isothermal compression. In the isothermal compression, what happens in this is the heat is rejected and is equal to the work done on the air. In this, heat is rejected and is equal to and that is equal to the work done by the air. The work done by the air, which means heat rejected is equals to work done on the air, which means heat rejected is equals to work done on the air. So work done on the air. Now for this we need to have that means what is there in the source there, P2 V2 minus P3 V3 by gamma minus 1. That means that MR of T1 minus T2 divided by gamma minus 1. This will be the completion of this isentropic expansion. Now coming to the isothermal compression, what we get in this is, what we are going to get in this is that P3V3 log E V3 by V4, that is nothing but MRT2 log base E R, where here R is nothing but V3 by V4, V3 by V4, V3 by V4, that is nothing but compression ratio, compression ratio. Now here we need to have a note. What is that note in this is, here the expansion and compression ratio must to be equal. Expansion and compression ratio must be equal. Why in the sense, to close the circle, this is must, and this is what the important. And the last process is the fourth process, and the fourth process is isentropic compression. Now, what is the isentropic compression in this is? In that isentropic compression, what happens in this is increase in internal energy. There will be no heat is observed or rejected. No heat is observed or rejected. No heat is observed or rejected. So what happen in this is, increase in internal energy is going, it leads to increase in internal energy, increase in internal energy. It is nothing but, which is nothing but work done on the air, work done on the air. So now work done on the air will be there. So what we get, that is nothing but, that is equals to P1 V1 minus P4 V4 divided by gamma minus 1, that is equals to MRT1 minus MRT2 divided by gamma minus 1, that is nothing but MR of T1 minus T2 by gamma minus 1. These are about the 4 cycles. What we need to remember in this is, in the isothermal expansion, if heat is supplied, then work done by the system. Here work done by the system. Then in isentropic expansion also, then what happens, work done by the air itself will be there. And during the compression process, work done will be there. But where the work done will be there in the sense, the work done will be on the system. So work done on the air, and here also there will be a work done, that work done will be on the air. So work done on the air and by the air. So this was the difference which we need to remember during the expansion and the compression. And the next thing is, what we need to see here from these 4 processes, we came to know that decrease in internal energy we have observed in reversible adiabatic process. In decrease in internal energy, we observed decrease in internal energy, during the process of reversible adiabatic process, that is 2 to 3, and it is equal to increase in internal energy, energy. That is the process in adiabatic compression, that is 4 to 1 process. This is what the 4 to 1 process. That 4 to 1 process, and then net heat effect during the whole cycle is 0. So hence what happens in this is, hence net effect will be the 0. Net effect will be 0. Net effect will be 0. And now here, as we seen here, so this is 1 to 2 process, this is 1 to 2 process. What is that process? Isothermal expansion. And the second process 2 to 3 is isentropic expansion. This is was 2 to 3 process. And next one is 4 to 3 to 4. And 3 to 4, what is that? Isothermal compression. And this is what the 4 to 1 process is. So this, and now next one is, now what we need to find, we need to find the efficiency. So we need to find the efficiency now. Efficiency, we need to find efficiency. What do you mean by an efficiency? Efficiency is nothing but work done by heat supplied. Work done by heat supplied. Work done by heat supply. Now work done is nothing but heat supplied. Work done is nothing but heat supplied minus heat rejected. Now same thing, what we need to work done, we need to find work done is equals to heat supplied minus heat rejected. Heat supplied, what we got in this is, what we got in this is mRT1 log ER. So this is what the heat supplied, this is what the heat supplied, and what we got, this equation we are going to write here, mRT1 log ER minus heat rejected. What is the heat rejected? Heat rejection process is going to be happened here. Heat rejected is what we got, mRT2 log ER. So now therefore that is equals to mR log ER T1 minus T2. Therefore efficiency is equals to work done by heat supplied. That is equals to, what is work done? Work done is equals to mR log ER of T1 minus T2 divided by heat supplied. What is heat supplied? This is what the heat supplied, mR T1 log ER. Now finally what we get, that is equals to, if we consider all the terms, then T1 minus T2 divided by T1, that is equals to, if we take T1 as a common, then what we get, 1 minus T2 by T1. This is what the final one which we are going to be obtained. This is what the final efficiency of an engine, that is 1 minus T2 by T1 as a Carnot efficiency. Then coming to the drawbacks, the first drawback is, it is necessary for piston to move very slowly during isothermal process. In isothermal expansion, the piston should move very slowly, and during adiabatic process the piston should move very quickly, and this variation cannot be possible in practical applications. And the next one is it is also impossible to eliminate the friction between the various parts of the engine. We cannot eliminate the friction. That was the second thing, and it is impossible to realize Carnot's engine in actual practice. If you find my video is helpful for you, you can like, share, subscribe and comment on my YouTube channel, and don't forget to share it. To subscribe my YouTube channel, press bell icon for latest videos.